Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves the therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Barack and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or this episode, we're going to go with Monique and Sidney hits. Shout out to They Love, y'all. Now, y'all know who Monique is. She's one of the queens of comedies. You know, she got into some shit a little bit earlier. What was it with Oprah? Queen Oprah.
Oprah and
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry and that dude who do Empire.
Oh, what was his name? He called him
Lee
Big
Daniels.
Daddy. You hear me, Big Daddy.
Lee Daniels.
I think that's his handle on Instagram, ain't it? And Big Daddy, you know.
You got to go to his office and say, "Big Daddy, give me a roll."
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Actually, lucky he seemed like my type of Negro. Anywho, I love Monique because Monique is unapologetically her, and her husband Sidney completely embraces it. And not all men can really do that, right? Because Monique is not the one who seems like she'll sit quiet and be meek, and not even in reference to their relationship, but just in reference to life. And some men and women can't handle when their partner is outspoken just about life, right? And it's not even that necessarily he co-signs or believes everything she says, but he seems like he's always behind her like a tree.
Yeah, grounded
and going nowhere. And it's something about that I really appreciate. They've been married for about 11 years. And remember, they also had that controversy about their open marriage. So I found some quotes on, or some little sound bites on Monique talking about it. So she said, "When I say I'm in an open marriage, it was not her husband's idea." Monique said in the live stream clip, which was shot in her car, "Originally, it was my idea because at that time when Sid and I got together 10 years ago, now keep in mind, this was her best friend since she was 14. But that's when we first got together. I was still stuck on being famous and a celebrity and being a star. And I felt like I could have whatever I want. So I was still in an insecure place of I can have that, I can have that, I can have that. And because I was dealing with my best friend said, if that's what you think you need as your best friend, I don't want to stand in the way of it." Come on. Hold on. She said, "I was thinking that's a celebrity, honey."
She said she was famous.
Who was that? What Jamie Foxx say is a mist?
Yeah, that mist.
That make you look good, smell good, and make you can think like your shit don't stink. You can do everything you want. Jamie Foxx said it is this, honey. Yeah. Because Jamie Foxx said if he wasn't rich, he know he wouldn't nobody would give him no time of day. I said, he the one, the first celebrity that's told the truth and shamed the damn devil, ain't he? And then lastly, she said, "I just wanted to clarify, but open means we're open-minded to the world," she clarified. That's what we're open to. We are open to being honest to each other all the way through. So I think that's just a unique type of love. I think they also have a podcast, so I meant to check it out. I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, we're going to reach out to them.
I think they would be a very interesting couple.
I would love to have a Black Love Story interview with Monique and Sidney. I'm just putting this out into Universe. Oh, this is Lord. Me making my mind.
Yes.
That I would like to have Monique and Sidney on the Black Love Matters podcast.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on there, right?
Yes.
So they have this open marriage, and just for them to come on and talk about what they view as open marriage. And I also appreciate that they clarify, because I think a lot of times when folks think open marriage, they just think it's the right to go fuck around and have sex. And it's a lot more than that. So I would be interested on their viewpoint, and also just to get their idea. To be Black Hollywood. Yeah. I feel like we say a lot of Black Hollywood couples, right? But I think this one will be a couple who would tell the truth and shame the damn devil. So I think even when I'm thinking to the Black Love doc, now if you would have got Monique on there.
Baby.
Well, they ain't having, not Queen of Oprah now. Yeah. But I think that's what I was looking for though. That raw honesty that Monique get. Like, Monique can sometimes be extra, but the thing is, I ain't never seen Monique lie.
Right.
Now, she can be extra, maybe switch the way she said it and add a little sugar, honey, molasses to it. But the one thing I would say, that woman is not a liar.
Sure ain't.
That's even with this. Look, we make her a hot topic. Even the stuff she was talking about with Big Daddy in them. Everything folks say got a little smidge of truth to it. And the only reason I'm saying is because, I don't came from academia, and it is some unwritten rules of how you progressed and work through it and how you navigate. And basically, who asses you got to kiss to move up the ladder. And I only could believe it's some asses you got to kiss in Hollywood, correct?
Exactly.
So, maybe she shouldn't have said it that way, but I don't think sis is lying.
Shit, let me get a motherfucking award. They said I was the best motherfucking actor. Shit gonna change.
That.
I know.
She killed that.
She killed that shit. Shit gonna change. You gonna talk to Niram a little bit differently now.
Right. But the thing, what I appreciate from her, and a lot of folks don't say that, she made it a way. She opened the door or cracked the door or whatever you said, put something in the door for the next brown girl to come after her. I really do believe that. And I know folks are not saying that, but I believe she did. Like by demanding her time. That's what she asked for. Because I'm going to make sure I'm correct. It's like she didn't want to do some of the promo and stuff, right? But like, and it's a lot of, this is why I'm with you, sis. It's a lot of white folks that I'm sure demand that and get it. That's nowhere near as talented as Monique. But because she's a brown woman, she's expected to shut up and stay in her place. I absolutely believe it.
Could you imagine Monique playing the role of Cookie?
Oh my God. Not that Taraji ain't killing it.
Taraji is lit, but
Monique.
Can you imagine that? I think that would add another
whole level of some more shit. Taraji killing it, though. But I think it would have shifted this whole her whole character.
Yeah, I think so too.
Come on, it's a lot of stuff that Monique need to be in, and I think I'm putting in the universe. She's about to bounce back and come back to it. I want her to come back to acting. I don't even know if she wants to do like acting anymore, but I'm thoroughly entertained by her acting.
You know what? I love Monique.
Yeah.
So Monique has been out here to white ass New England, and
yes, you've had experiences.
And I had experience to like see her stand up twice.
She's sickening,
and she's sickening. And the thing about Monique is like you be in these little spots, and then like you get like these black comedians like Bruce or Earthquake or some other niggas. They come up in there and you gotta pay to talk to them afterwards, take pictures with them. I remember Bruce ass wanted to charge like $20 a picture or some bullshit like that. And
the thing is, I don't mind giving coins, right? But it's a way in which you do it. Like, no offense, Bruce, but I don't think I'm gonna give you like $50 for that.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna need you to adjust your prices accordingly.
And I get it. Like,
on top of me already paying for this ticket.
I didn't pay for this ticket to get in the show. It's already tight as hell. And and I get it. Like, make your coin, have your comedy DVDs, your CDs and shit afterwards. But I shouldn't have to pay. A fan shouldn't have to pay money to say hello to you and say, I would just like a picture with you.
And it's set up for that. Yeah, y'all have to understand, like, they ain't in the street. This is not a big concert place. You have to put the context. Like, it's a little...
It's very small. Like, it's a bar.
It's for that purpose.
It's a bar that they got a stage in it.
Yes.
And they didn't turn it into a comedy club.
No more than, 100 people?
Yes. No more so this place, and it's in a mall.
Oh, shut up.
Let's put it like
you ain't had to say all that.
It's in a mall. It's a bar. Imagine a bar in the mall that's turned into a comedy club. So now it's just got a stage and a bunch of tables.
Yeah.
So it's set up.
And also put it where it's the norm where white comedians come. Yeah. They come, tell their jokes, and then after do it. Like, I just want to make that clear. I don't want it to seem like the white folks come, they pay the white people and they leave. No. This norm is, go ahead.
And that's the norm. Like, you say your jokes, and then people come and they socialize. If
or
you got
we buy
stuff,
your CD.
You buy your CD. You buy your shirt. One comedian was selling like socks or something.
Yes,
and he was fly.
Yes,
and I bought a pair.
Yes, that's what I co-sign.
So like, I'm okay with that. Like, sell your shit.
Yeah,
but I shouldn't have to pay money to say hi to you and to take a picture with you.
And I already done bought the tickets. I already done paid for that.
Niggas don't pay money to hug and take pictures with Obama.
Come on.
And that'd be the only nigga I'll be willing to take a picture with.
He could charge me Beyonce price. How much is it?
Right.
Here my check.
But Monique, she's so real. I've seen her twice at this comedy place. And every time, like, she has sat and stopped and hugged every individual person that was in there. And they wanted to take pictures. She'd take pictures with you. And the thing is, she even have like a little 3 to 5 minute conversation with you.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking to Monique, like, you lost that weight, girl. I'm proud of you. I lost this weight too. Blah, blah, blah. And, we had a little bonding.
Yeah.
And then, gave her a hug. We took a picture and that went on. And this happened twice.
Yeah.
So she a real ass nigga in order to stay.
Yeah.
Like, late show. So, show started at 11. This bitch ain't getting done until like 1:32.
Yeah. Come on, queen. No.
And she's standing and talking to, I'm for real.
Yeah.
And she's standing and talking to every nigga that decided to stay in line. And it felt like it was all 130 people. How many
I'm
people
sure they did.
There?
I would have stood in line to wait for talk to Monique.
Stood in line, hug, and everyone got the hug, kiss Monique, whatever you want to do, and move and have a little conversation, move on.
I know they kissing her.
I got a kiss on her cheek from Monique.
Nero tries it all the time.
I
understand what you're saying.
I said, Monique, give me a sugar.
Oh my
Give me a little sugar.
Oh my God.
And she gave me a little shake on the cheek.
Oh my God.
And so I still got the pictures. So, shout out to Monique. She is a real person, and she real as fuck. And,
and like I said, I know the way she did it with the, the political correctness of Hollywood. But like I always say, there's a little truth in all that shit, low key, high key.
It is.
And when we going to start appreciating, when we preach this unapologetically us, right? We got to support that.
And the thing is, when niggas be really unapologetically themselves,
niggas don't like
niggas don't like that shit.
Yeah. Come on.
Niggas don't like that shit. And they be hating because they are what they want to be. Yeah. Unapologetically themselves.
Yeah, and I think
don't give a fuck.
What the counters were happening with like Lee Daniels and all them. Instead of him saying, the bitch didn't show out right, they made up some other shit.
Yeah.
Like, him being unapologetically himself was like, she didn't play the game. So if you don't play by my rules, you can't do that.
Right.
That's him being unapologetic. But by him doing that, he breaking another faux pas in another world. Like that's what I'm
It's an onion.
Different episode, honey.
It's a motherfucking onion.
Unapologetically us. Unapologetically you, question mark. That need to be an episode. Is it real?
Is it real?
And when you do it, what are the consequences?
Exactly.
Amongst your own people. We ain't talking about with white people right now. We're talking about with our own people. I hope everybody work it out. But I do want Monique and Oprah to reunite. Even her and Lee Daniels.
Yeah.
Lee Daniels, he's a classic hood creator. And Monique speaks to the hood. And I don't care what nobody say. Them together is magic. So I want him, even in Tyler Perry, I know they ain't never, I want them all to bring all this black, brown hood magic together. I want them to have a moment like Oprah and Von Zant did. Because Oprah and Von Zant, they fell the fuck out. Because, nope, I ain't going to do it. But they fell out. But they had a sister clearing call.
Mm-hmm.
And they cool.
Yeah.
And look at the magic that has been created.
Exactly.
Come on, Von Zant and Queen Oprah is a powerful combination.
It sure is.
So I want the same thing for Monique and Tyler Perry and with Big Daddy and Oprah. Yeah. I want them all to come to the kitchen table talk and they can come on the Nirma Nyambi show and we can just squash that shit.
Whatever.
Because we got some shit y'all need to create.
Exactly.
Do it for the culture.
Bam. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 55, y'all.
Happy hump day.
Man, it's Wednesday already.
This week going fast. It's getting to the point where it's fast. Always this time of the year, I would say it's fast weeks, slow days. Mm-hmm. Period. Because when I'm looking at the day, I'm like, when I'm at work, the box store, I'm like, Jesus, it's been 9 a.m. for 4 hours. But when I get home, I'm like, it's the next day? It's the weekend?
Nyambi is like a little baby. I don't want to go to sleep because if I wake up, I know it's going to be the next day and I got to go work.
Yep. That's how I know it's time for me to go. That's how I'm just keep my eyes open. Because as soon as I go to sleep, I'm like, it's time to go back to this motherfucker. It is.
So be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media. We got that Facebook, we got that Instagram, we got that Twitter, and it's all at Black Love Matters, and that's Black with no K. Baby, you got to check in?
I do. So this past weekend, we went to the apple orchard with some really, really good friends. It was just good to check in, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all know out here, it ain't just a normal apple orchard. So me and a couple of friends, when I think apple orchards, because we got them in Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. But you just go pick an apple, you bring a little plastic bag, and they weigh it. You're going about your business, maybe about an hour or so. Not up in here. Extra. They got, first of all, you got to get on the tractor. They take you from a tractor all the way to where the apples and the pears are. Then you come back down, they got a big old barn, and they was playing music, live music. And they had a brewery. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, brewery.
A brewery. And it was lit. And it was a Sunday. And these white folks was lit like it was a Friday night. And it stayed up until 10 p.m. When have you heard of an apple orchard staying open until 10 p.m.?
Them white folks was getting it in. They was getting a little too comfortable for me.
Yeah, they was getting a little comfortable. But it was good being with our friends, though, wasn't it? And they have actually, they have 2 little kids. So they have one that's, how old is he? Maybe 3? 3, and then they have like a newborn. I'm gonna just say a newborn, honey. Mm-hmm. They just a few months.
Right, that baby like 2 months old.
Yeah, and so we were all out there, so it was good to see them out the house with the little one. I think they had fun too. In the I don't want to say his name, Baby T. I love Baby T. I think I'm Baby T. Like I think when I was younger, I acted just like him.
That boy is a character.
I think that's why I would be feel. I always, whenever I see him, I'm like, I understand. Because as the only child, I understand. Because the thing is, y'all, he wants to be super independent, right? But it's only so much independence you're going to have an apple orchard.
At 3.
Because first of all, we brought all these white people, right? And we brought all these trees. And you only a half a foot tall. So you go up 2 trees, you disappear in the woods, right? So You only can walk so far up. And the next thing is he wanted to like hold all the apples. But he's how old?
3.
And he only can hold what? 3 apples. And so that's what I was saying. So that would have been fine if we were at one of the places where you bring a bag and they weigh them, right? But this is a place you buy the bag. Yes. So you buy them by what, half bushel bags?
Yep.
So it was like $15 a bag and $20-something a bag. But they're big bags, but it's basically fit as much as you can in like the Goodwill, as much as you can to get in this motherfucking bag. That's what you get.
Right.
So, we've been out there about an hour and a half. So we all like, all right, we're going to start going. And then me and my friend, she went to go like, where my baby? And we looked to see, wait, I was like, oh, how many apples y'all got? And then they was like, oh, come on, Baby T, give me the bag. We're going to fill up the apples. And Baby T was not having that shit. Because he wanted to be independent. He wanted to hold the apples, but he can't hold a whole bag. He can't hold a half a bushel of apples.
The thing is, he didn't want no apples to go in that bag either.
Because he made it too heavy to carry. Don't you see the cycle? He didn't want folks to help because he wanted to be independent. But when you put the apples in there, it was too heavy to carry that motherfucker. So stop adding apples to it.
They was about to pay $15 for 3 apples.
But we found some a way to nigger rig it a little bit. They talked sweet to him. They finally got the bag full. It was a good time. Then our other friend who went, I don't know if this was his first time to an orchard like this. And then we was like, oh, before you put in the bag, try the apples. He supposed to eat these apples.
Yeah,
what's up? Eat a couple of them. He said he done ate so many, he done got full.
Man, I just been trying apples.
He said, I was just trying them at first. I just start eating them all. See, that's how you come from black community. You don't just waste no apples. White folks taking a bite and throwing them, and then if they like the tree, they continue, right?
No, niggas eat
we eating the whole apple.
So it's like 5 or 6 different types of trees. And apple trees out there and shit. So niggas done had like 8 apples.
Full. And we're not talking about little bitty apples.
No.
We're talking about some thick ass apples with all that fiber, right? So that was a good time. And then we went to the beer. I don't really drink a lot of beer, but I will do a hard cider. I thought the hard cider was good.
It was good.
Did you get anything else? You had that good ass pretzel, didn't you?
Yeah, I had that pretzel. It was good as fuck.
And then Niram was ready to go when the band started. They asked the question. What the band asked?
Is there any rednecks in the house?
Niram said, time to go. But
where the rednecks at?
I knew we were in Elizabeth Warren territory because guess what you heard? Say it again.
Any rednecks in the house?
Silence. I don't know if they did it because of us, but it was like this.
Rednecks, where you
could have heard a pin drop.
I said, time to go.
I said, come on, progressive whites. Progressive whites, like we do not identify as rednecks. Because rednecks identify as Trump supporters. Right. So at that moment, I was like, now I understand white ass New England. You could have heard a pin drop. But knowing that if we was in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, you would have heard.
And they would have started yeehawing and shit and doing that Kid Rock shit. But out here, you could have heard a fucking pin drop. And you could tell because he asked again. He was like, is my mic on?
Hello? Any rednecks in here? What are rednecks?
I think one person was like, no.
But I was like, it's time to go.
Soon as Niram heard it, he ain't care that they ain't say nothing. Go. He said it's time to go. You know me, I believe in standing firm.
That's a dog whistle. Y'all ready to fight for y'all right? Oh, hell no.
Niggas
right
packing shit. You talk to the baby. Let's go. Because Niram always be making babies cry. You know that.
Yeah, I sure do.
You know that. What was y'all playing?
Cornhole.
And me and the person who ate 5 apples don't even know what the fuck that is.
So I played.
Do y'all know what cornhole is?
So it's that game where you throw the bean bag in the hole. Consider it like a white frat boy game.
Yes.
Where all the white frat boys be playing in front of their house.
Yes.
So I played it because my other job when I was a cubicle warrior, they used to do all of these types of shit to make it seem like we had team unity and shit like that. So I eventually got good at it because I was good at horseshoes.
Yeah.
And so I'm over here playing cornhole, and baby had the nerve to take all the bean bags from the cornhole.
The 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, clarify, Niram. He 3. He a baby.
The baby.
We done known him since he been a baby.
I don't fuck with that baby.
We done know him since he been 3 days old.
Exactly. And he still don't fuck with me. You know what? I don't. I don't fuck with him either.
He do.
No, he don't.
See, that's what we just talked about. That when people are unapologetically themselves.
That nigga is finicky.
That's all what he did to you. He played Nero.
So, I'm over here, so he getting out here. He want to play with me, so I'm throwing the bean bags. He throw a couple.
Yeah.
And then he noticed he wasn't throwing them far enough, so
You can
he
see
just go get the bean bag,
yeah.
and then he just put it in the hole. So I was throwing all the bean bags, and I ran out. So I was going to the other end and trying to get some bean bags. So I'm like, baby T, let me get some bean bags. He like, no.
Told him no.
I said, oh.
The Nero looked like Nero forgot he could talk or something.
Right.
Nero was like, he said it so clear.
Right. He said it clear as day. No. The fuck? I'm grown as fuck. Nigga, I'm 30. You ain't gonna tell me no. I said it nicely, like, baby T, can I have a bean bag?
I don't believe Nero said it nicely.
Give me them goddamn bean bags.
I don't think he said it nicely.
So I started reaching for the bean bag, and this little smart motherfucker.
Smart as hell.
This motherfucker is smarter than whip because he knew I was going for the bean bag, so he gonna put his whole body over the hole where the bean bags is at. So I tried to reach under it. I still can't get it. He slapping my hand away. So I said I got something for his ass. Yeah. So I started tickling him.
Yeah. Why tickling always end in what with Nero?
Crying.
Always. So
I started tickling his ass. He started laughing. Then I started getting the bean bags from his ass because he seen he been deceived. So his ass started crying. And if anything y'all know about me, I don't give a fuck with him baby cry.
I don't know how Nero been
his ass was throwing a full on tantrum.
And mind you, me and his mama at the table, kiki. And then I'm like, what done happened to baby T? And all I see is Nero throwing the bag and like nothing happened.
Ain't nothing happened.
I said, what done happened that quick? I said, Nero did it.
That shit don't mean shit to me. You can cry as much as you want.
Nero did.
See, this is what's wrong with these boys now and these men these days now.
That's because you ain't had no joy.
No, I'm telling the truth. That's what's wrong with these men now. They got all these repressed ass emotions because everybody been telling them when they grow up, don't you be crying because you cry, you a bitch.
Yeah.
You need to let these little motherfucking boys cry.
Nero believe in it.
Yeah, they got all these repressed ass emotions in here, and you wonder why these niggas ain't shit. Yeah. Because y'all ain't let these niggas cry when they was younger.
Yeah. So Nero think it's really good.
Yeah.
Nero treat crying as professional development.
Exactly. Let that shit out.
Or personal development.
Exactly.
And Nero stop people, no, that's good for him.
Right.
That's good. That means he's developing.
Exactly. He got to process. Yeah. He got to process that shit. I didn't get my way, so I'ma cry. And then you cry, and then you get a baby his way, and then he started to learn that, well, if I cry, they gonna respond to me.
And baby T ain't get his way, so he had to just process it.
Right.
He just had to sit in it.
And he went to 3 levels of crying. He did the regular cry, nobody's paying attention. Then he did the shriek. Yeah. He did one of those. Yeah. And then he did the whole body tantrum. And
then his dad was like, you done? I love how his dad be like, you done, buddy?
You done? You done?
I'm like, look at these
exactly.
Because y'all women, be like, yeah, I'm done. And then he just come back to the table.
Exactly. Y'all women, what's wrong? What's wrong? No, fuck that. Let that nigga cry. He crying because he ain't getting his way.
That's all.
He need to process that shit.
He's
Let him
still
know
the baby.
The harsh. Exactly. And you know what? When his ass is 10 and he running around doing them fucking tantrums in the store because he ain't get the fucking lollipop that he want, and he embarrassed the shit out of y'all ass. Y'all gonna looking at me like, damn, I should have let his ass cry when they don't told me to let him cry.
You and baby T daddy was just looking at
shit.
You and baby T daddy was just looking at
Let them niggas cry. That's what's wrong with this world. Yeah. Everybody get motherfucking trophies. Yeah. Everybody get trophies and shit, even when they lose all this other shit, participation. Fuck that. They need to know the harsh realities of fucking life.
Yeah.
You don't get everything you want. And sometimes you got to cry that shit out. And then once you cry, you process that shit and you be like, all right, now I can move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But instead, y'all be babying these damn boys.
We need that. And girls. Yeah, and
you babying the shit out of these motherfuckers. Then they got problems. Wondering why they can't get no damn man.
Shut up.
Or they got a man. Or they got a man and that nigga fucking abusive.
Come on.
And gaslighting your ass. And you wonder why. Because your mama didn't let your ass cry. Right. You got your way all your fucking life. Now nigga don't let you get your way. You don't know what the fuck to do.
Nero, I'm crazy. We're going to have them
I'm on one today.
So we can have a conversation with them because I think we kind of have the similar views when it comes to that. We're going to have a conversation. And then after that, then we're going to get mad because, our Michigan upbringing, you get donuts at the Apple Orchard.
Exactly.
And did you or our other friend, I'm trying to think, ask stuff, or they tell you what they tell you?
They said we all about beer here. We ain't got no Apple Orchards.
No, donuts.
No donuts. It's like, but it's an Apple Orchard down the street that got some. So we just packed up because me and him went because they got this shit all spread out. So they got food trucks and like bars and restaurants and shit.
They would have had some donuts and some popcorn.
Me too. I never heard of Apple Orchard don't have apple cider donuts.
Yeah,
type of shit
or
is
caramel
that?
apples.
Exactly.
They slacking. Yeah.
But they had the motherfucking white
beer.
boys in that beer.
Ooh, they had about at least 20 types of beer. Huh?
They had that beer and they had that bonfire talking about where the rednecks at.
No, not us.
It's time to go.
What did they say? No.
Yeah, because, these white folks out here is covert racism.
Yeah, they covert. I told you they Elizabeth Warren supporters. So he said redneck twice. They said no. I was like, damn.
None out here, buddy.
Exactly. None here, buddy. Play the fucking song. That's what they wanted to say.
Right.
Don't you see Niram and Nyambi's here? We was only about included us. It was 2-3 other black people.
Yeah.
So much for me and my friend. We was counting them. I was like, and while we both do it at the same time, we was just sitting. I believe sitting in the quiet meditation, just taking in the scenery because it was gorgeous. New England in the fall is
it is
breathtaking. Like I cannot take that away from it. So I was just looking at the scenery, and both of us was. And while we both come back to each other, we both there go one, there go. You see him? Mind you, what we looking for? Both our men see it, and she got 2 kids. What we looking for somebody else?
Right.
But we done spotted them, honey. See, ladies, there's hope everywhere. You just gotta have the right bitches on your team. Next is meal prep. I successfully meal prepped this weekend, y'all, and I'm so happy. The only thing is I'm hungry. I think I under meal prepped.
Yeah, baby, you did.
Because I'm trying to, y'all know, since I started the podcast, I've been trying to lose the same 10 pounds. I think it's 15 now. It might be 20. I think I'm at 15 now. I'm trying to lose. And so, I have my little protein shake for breakfast, right? I got my snack, my lunch, snack, dinner, another snack. I'm thinking that's pretty enough food, but it ain't. Like, I think I got to bulk my snack up because usually my snack is fruit. Mm-hmm. So I do 3 snacks a day, right? So 2 snacks would be fruit, and then at night it'd be something like sweet or something.
Right.
But it ain't, I think, or my lunch. My lunch got 16 grams of protein in it, though. Maybe I need to up that up because it's like meat, cheese, cracker type thing. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to have to add a salad or something to that.
Yeah,
because I was so hungry, y'all, when I got off work. I called Niram as soon as I got in the car. I was like, please heat up my dinner.
Have my food
if
ready.
If you don't heat up my dinner, I'm going to Popeyes. Or Panera. I'm stopping at one of them places and eat because I'm about to pass out.
And then Nyambi, she sent a text and then followed with a phone call.
I said,
did you get my text message?
Because ain't nothing like coming home. And even if you ain't nothing like coming home and you got the food, but the bitch is cold. And y'all know we've been touched by white hands. So we don't own a microwave. So you either have to heat it up on the oven or we have like a little convection oven. So to heat up food for just one person takes 20 minutes. And that 20 minutes going to be killer.
And you don't want to be in a house with a hungry ass Nyambi.
Because I start looking, I start finding, and then I start snacking until then I ain't full. Then I'm full with the snacks. But snack food don't last. Mm-hmm. Almonds only last so long. White people be acting like almonds keep you full for the whole day. Almonds keep me full for half an hour, right? And then we got to go back and do it.
Right.
Remember when was it my mom or your mom first came? And it was like, I've been looking for the microwave for 20 minutes.
That's my mom.
Because I think we was asleep or something, and they got up early. And it was like, because they knocked on the door. It was like, I'm sorry to bother y'all, but I've been looking for the microwave for 20 minutes. How do I heat this up? And we don't got no microwave. We don't believe in them rays. And they just, they rolled their eyes so heavy. They rolled their eyes. We know we touched by white hands. We don't believe in them rays from the microwave. Mm-mm. Y'all shouldn't either. That's a different episode, though. And then Empire. I watched Empire. I thought it was good. Like I said, I think I'm just in a different mind frame. Like I'm watching, it's in the background. Like I can't connect to it. Does that make sense? Like usually shows, especially dramas, reality shows, like I watch them, but I kind of disconnect to it. Like I haven't been watching it that much. But usually dramas, I really get into because I appreciate it as an art, right? Yeah. I really appreciate the creative aspect of it, like the dialogue, character development. Like that's how I look at television, right? But Empire just didn't. I don't know.
It's a different look.
It just didn't.
Like I'm
gonna continue to watch it, of course. Queen Taraji and all that. Even what was the one? What's the nigga with the funny eyes? Terrence Howard. Even his acting was a little off. Like for Terrence Howard,
I don't think it's off. I think it's just the character he's playing. Like he's trying to play this, I don't remember type thing, but it's kind of it's off.
It's not Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard can act.
It's off. I don't remember.
Who am I? Good evening. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Cookie.
I love you. Why would I do that, Cookie?
Right.
I'm like, what?
Don't call me Lucius. I'm Dwight.
And I wanted to be like, well, I thought Dwight was like Niram and they had no joy since 71. So he awfully positive if he just remembered Dwight. Ain't this the boy who daddy like pushed him out the house at like 12?
Yeah.
Like this nigga's acting awfully positive. Like what does he not remember? Like when did the amnesia start? Forever?
Life.
So he don't remember shit. Is his mama dead?
No.
Where's she at?
They put her ass
back?
I don't know if they put her back in the home, but she's still alive.
Why we ain't see her none, especially with her son with amnesia? Don't they think seeing the mother would jog a memory? Like that's the shit I'm talking about. Like it just seems like
only thing that brings me joy is that little baby.
Oh, that cute one. I forgot her. Sasha. Is it?
I don't.
I almost said Malia.
Malia. She's stupid.
That. Oh, take it back. You know who acting? Felicia Rashad. When she said, excuses are what? Tools of the incompetent used to build monuments of nothingness. And those who use them seldom
Nyambi almost had a flashback.
Come on, sir.
It's your 10-year anniversary? It's going on 10 years, 12 years, 14 years?
11.
11. God damn, you old in the game.
I told you, I'm
had a flashback.
I enjoyed my whole 10-year undergrad. It was good. It's different as the grad level, but you know. Oh, it's still my turn. Oh. Look, you said on flashback.
Yeah, you can flashback.
Shut up. I love Alpha Kappa Alpha. But Empire was good, but it wasn't. I was just missing that pizzazz factor. Right.
What do they call it? Je ne sais quoi?
Yeah, I was just missing that from everybody. Like even the part when Jamal, the goat. I call him a goat. He sounds like a goat when he's singing, don't he? When he kind of popped off at his younger brother, like that didn't even seem like something that would be in his character to do. Like, I'm like, what is happening? But I was here for Taraji in that horrible nude lipstick she was wearing with that Jennifer Lopez, Little Kim tribute ensemble she wore to the anniversary. I'm like, what the fuck is Taraji wearing? But I think it is something to be said there. And I'm gonna wait till the next episode to see which way Empire's going, and maybe we can bring it to a topic here. This idea of being caregiver, right? But he forget everything, and then he all up under this other new woman, right?
Yeah, this white woman.
So, what does that... how does that play into it? How does that feel? I think it's levels to this, right? So I think, what they're talking about is a huge extreme, but I even think into like the idea wouldn't it be like work wife, work husbands, or like friends maybe your partner had from like younger age, or just like, so maybe if your partner has a best friend of the opposite sex, right? Be it male or female, and they have like this really, really tight connection. And y'all have a tight connection, there's love there, but it's something that they be laughing. And when people laugh so much together, you like hee hee ho. You get that type of shit. Like, how do you, process and navigate within that stuff? And when do you shut that down? Because I think you do have to it talks about boundaries too, but you have to put up boundaries to be like, all right, that's enough of that hoe.
It's like that twin. It's like that twin shit on This Is Us.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe that's something I'm really want to flesh out. Like, how do you create that? Like, because it's the idea of intimacy with other people, right? Platonic intimacy. But when does platonic intimacy come in conflict with your romantic intimacy? And I think it does happen. And I think it can be hashed out, but I think it does happen. And it sometimes, it depends on your relationship. Sometimes you have to set clear boundaries or have the conversation about it.
Right.
Do you think we have that issue? Do you have any? Well, Niram's the only friends I have is the Lord, and you can't come in front of the Lord. But any?
No. I didn't have that from you because
I only love the Lord.
Well, even thinking about
can
that.
Can I cut you off real quick?
Yeah.
Even to the point where one time I said I couldn't go to church, and it was like another black boy working with me, and he was like, "Nyambi, it'd be fun. Why can't you work? Like, let us both be team leads." I was like, "Oh, I gotta go to the Lord, Tunny." And now every time he see me, he be like, "Praise the Lord." He said to the point where he told his mom about me. He was like, "You need to go to church with her. That's a good woman. That's a good woman." I said, "You always welcome to the Lord." But go ahead, Nick.
No, I don't think we had that because, like, I think about like your best friend or your friends, or associates, or whatever you want to call it. That
I have friends
that you grew up with, like the opposite sex, he gay.
Oh, true.
So I ain't had to worry about that.
Oh,
and then the other person was a female.
About that. Yeah,
like I'm the one with like the female friends, like female best friends and shit. But
yeah, oh, that's true. I didn't think about.
I don't know. I should be asking you. Did you feel like there was a?
I think initially in our relationship, but I think as time, the way that I always like to solve that is that I try to become their friend. Now, if I ain't like your female friends, them bitches gotta go. But I like them, so the relationship. I know that sounds shady.
Oh,
that's very shady. I know that's really shady, and that's very Leo in me, and that's fine. You have to choose between me or them, but know that they got a man.
I'm just saying.
That's but it came down to that. But all your female friends, they got sense, they good people, like, you know what I'm saying, and they respected the relationship. Yeah. It's everybody don't respect it, and not because they want you, right, but just because they on some disrespectful shit. Because hurt people like to hurt people, right? So I think that's what comes down to it. I tried to forge a relationship, and I might not be best friends with all of them, but I'm able to hang out with them without your being there. Like that's always my litmus test. If I can't hang out with them, just me and them. We got to have a conversation. Okay. Because we about to go down the whole road we don't need to go down, right, because nope.
You want to lead us for another episode?
Yeah, because it's a whole, because then you're going to ask me to explain. But I do think it's something to that. But me being a female, and if it was another male, I have a male best friend, would it still be different for you in your head?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think it'd be different.
Also, my personality. I'm really upfront.
Your personality wouldn't do that, and I don't know.
When it comes to relationships, I'm very upfront on expectations. And I don't tell nerves. Anytime I'm not happy, I'll break up and find me another man.
Thank you.
I will.
I know you will.
Ain't no need to cheat.
Ditto.
And lastly, what I'm gonna talk about, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all not done got this little baby promote. Then it gave me 3 more keys to the keychain. So with 3 more keys to the keychain, the only positive thing about that is I don't have to work every weekend. So I have assigned weekends on work, right? But to get in the rotation, I got to do a 10-day stretch. I almost said fuck it.
Shit.
10 days in that motherfucker. How long till you think I go ticky?
About 7. No, I would say 6.
Why 6? Because usually I have some by day 5.
Because niggas be like, after that 5th day, you be there 6, your body gonna start to feel like I don't supposed to be here. Like it feels weird. And then around about 7 or 8, you gonna go batshit crazy. I already know it. I might go find me a hotel room. I'm not gonna be here.
That's why I'm practicing self-care and meal prepping. So I have enough food, nutrients, and I'm hydrated.
I'm telling you, I wish I can tell you that it gets better, but when I used to work at the like the juvenile center, and we had the things like was like rotating.
Yes, good. That's how we are. Yeah.
So you got like that Monday, Tuesday, that like Monday, Tuesday off, that Wednesday, Thursday off, and then like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like every 8 weeks or something like that, because it was like three different different people.
Crews.
Shifts. Yeah, 3 different crews or shifts.
Yeah.
You get like a 4-day weekend, but in order to get to that 4-day weekend, you got to work 10 days straight because you working on the days that somebody else is on their 4-day weekend, and then your 4-day weekend is next. And Lord, it just be so rough.
Do it.
Yes, and then like usually what we do. I
think I'm gonna have a 4-day, but I don't know if it's worth it.
The thing is, usually what we do is you take that 4-day weekend, and then you take some of those hours, and you like schedule some more days off, so you can make it like a 6-day weekend. Yeah. So you can like recharge. Because
that's the only way. At least take me a day.
Yeah.
Of sitting.
No, it's gonna take you like those 2. It's gonna take you the first 2 days to like recharge, and then like the second
go grocery shopping.
The 3rd day you're gonna have to go grocery shopping, and then the 4th day, who knows what we're gonna get going on.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the biggest tips that we use or that we did is that whenever you got that 4-day weekend, tack on some days. Just go ahead and take those vacation time and add on a day or 2. I like 2 days. So you
maybe
can have
I need to do that.
So you can have like 6 days off.
Because I already know that. Because I don't think I'm gonna get a 10-day one to like late to this. Jesus, if I'm still there, Lord, please release this job from me by the end of the year. But if I do, I don't think that's the next one to come. Like I think I'm on the consistent work 5 off 2. But to get to that point.
Yeah, and it takes a while to get there.
Yeah, to get to that point. And I'm starting on that point. So they're like, we can start you and you get this 4 days off, but for you to get this 4 days off, you gotta do a
10-day. Ooh, they got you shit in the state.
I know they did. And I think they know that too, because I think every time I come in, they be surprised.
Shit, you should have asked for a couple more dollars just for that.
Just for that.
I gotta work 10 days straight. I'm gonna need at least $3 more.
Darren done gave me 3 keys and a few more dollars on it. It's like $1 per key. What's going on with you now?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. Trying to figure out what's going on with this running and stuff.
Yeah.
It came down to me. I ain't gonna be able to run New York City.
It's all right. It's just now, not forever.
Yeah. So
is it a way you can defer it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So I'm gonna defer, or I think I'm gonna give my bib to somebody else if I can't defer.
See if you can defer. I can't imagine you can't defer 1 year.
So
I can't imagine that.
I think you can, but I don't. It's funny for like the people who win, in the lottery.
Yeah.
So I had my little ankle treatment today, and that shit was. I ain't had it in like 6 weeks, so like, you know how you get used to it, your body get used to like the weird sensations and shit like that. It was a beast.
Yeah.
So I did that. One of the things I am excited for, and he's like, you're getting good. You're getting good.
That's what your doctor said.
Come see me in 8 weeks. I'm like, all right, this is some bullshit. So I need to actually need to update the other podcast and let people know.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Joe Budden is on the therapist.
I love Joe Budden. I think I'm gonna highlight Joe Budden and Sin Santana. Is Sin? She consider herself black, right?
Yeah.
She Dominican.
She's something like that.
Or Puerto Rican. They told us Puerto Rican.
New Yorker.
Yep.
She up there.
Okay.
Well, he is. I seen a preview, and I think
Did it come on?
Well, it's supposed to come on today. Well, on Tuesday. So we're recording a little early, so I ain't got a little bit about it. But Friday's episode, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Because that Joe Budden, that nigga is entertaining.
Yeah.
I would like to have lunch with Joe Budden.
I think, yes, he is so up there to have lunch with. Just to shoot the shit.
Yes. I like introspective Joe Budden.
Me too.
That nigga is
I think I got some Joe Budden tendencies.
Yeah, you do.
Because the thing is, what was you watching on his podcast where he was talking about how he probably went too hard on the Migos? I don't fucking think he did.
Uh-huh.
Migos is on some bullshit. Could you imagine a journalist you show? I wish the Migos would come on Black Love, man. I would ask them, so what's your definition of Black Love? And they talk about, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Shut the fuck up. Oh, hell no. They sitting here incantations and shit.
Yeah.
Like they singing spells and hocus pocus. No, Negro. No. You shouldn't do interviews.
Right.
So I ain't that anti. I might have been Baby Joe Budden, drop my mic and walk the fuck away.
Yeah. So, he talk about that on the therapist on like some of the clips that I seen. But I'm excited for it. It come on Viceland if y'all got that channel. And if not, it should be on YouTube the next day. So I started watching this TV show called The Deuce. It was on HBO.
It's boring.
And Nyambi is not for it. So it's like it's during the time where porn or like prostitution and porn was rampant in New York, and it was like the inculation of like the porn industry and things of that sort. But it first started off with like prostitution and things of that sort. And Nyambi's like, that's why I can't stand hoes. Look at this hoe. Oh, begging ass hoe. I said, Nyambi.
It is.
So, watching that show was very interesting. I don't know if I'll probably wait till the rest is up to binge watch it because it is relatively new.
Yeah.
And it's finally starting to get like a plot, like because like the first 3 episodes is really about prostitution and hoeing.
Yeah.
And you really don't know what it's about, but by the 4th episode, you start to see like where the plot is at. Like one of the prostitutes is like, one of the prostitutes who don't have a pimp is like, well, I need to figure out how to make more money. These niggas is, starting to make videos and shit like that, and they starting to make money. And I think, the rest of the movie or the rest of the show is going to be about her journey on how she started to record porn.
Yeah.
That's what I think it's going to be about.
I hope it is, because all that hoeing, it was just too much for me. It was just too much for me.
Yeah.
And I know it's the oldest profession. I understand that. But the thing, take it back. They had some stupid hoes on here. That's the difference. I think I need some smarter hoes. That's all.
Well, Nyam, you've been touched by the right hands and you liberated.
I know I'm liberated.
Back then, they ain't know.
No. Not all hoes is dumb. Okay?
Okay.
Don't let them fool you. That's the part of the gig. Not all hoes is dumb. But the ones that got featured on here ain't ripe as tight as they can be. Okay?
And then Nyam, Naren, don't you get no fucking ideas. I said, what?
Just to see how the pimp was talking. I forgot what the pimp said something. And I was like, it could not be.
I said, Nyam, I don't want you to be no hoe.
And
don't get no ideas.
And
I said, who gonna be in a hoe in a relationship? I didn't know. I ain't.
Me either.
Well then, we feel it's a mutual.
Come on. The thing that got me was I knew these were stupid hoes because they had the pimps where at any moment they could leave.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? These weren't the pimps where you were scared to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
They talking about, if you don't like it, leave. I'm like, you ain't said shit but a word, honey.
Yeah.
And I already got me a clientele stacked up.
Yeah.
And these ain't gangster pimps, right? These old school pimps. So they only got guns. They just got blades.
Right.
And hey, bitch, you practice enough like a ninja. You can get bad as hell with that blade too.
Right.
Let them pull it on you. You pull it right back and cut them from it. Ooh.
Okay.
From the rooter to the tutor, honey. That's where you cut it. That's what every night you should be practicing. So next time he pull that blade on you, you ain't gonna never pull a blade on nobody else.
So
but that's Nyambi.
I'm starting to watch the show. It's interesting. Check it out. You might like it. You may not like it. If we had more time, I would do like a recap about it, but we don't have that much time. So,
I mean, if you want to recap it, I done told you what it is, though.
I'm talking about recap each episode.
Oh, no, that ain't worth it. It's just hoeing.
One thing that I did was like the highlight of my weekend. Was watching the Def Comedy Jam 25th anniversary of celebration on Netflix.
That's been 20 years?
25, baby.
25?
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd that time go?
I don't know.
It was amazing.
Y'all need to watch that. If y'all haven't seen that, that shit was funny as hell. I think the funniest part was when Dave Chappelle and D.L. Hughley got up there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dave Chappelle was feeling good.
Yeah. He was feeling good, feeling great.
He was feeling good, but he could not follow it. Like, you can know he just did not connect to that line at all. That he was like, what the hell is we talking about?
One thing I do got to ask is, what's going on with Martin? He looked a little off.
I was going to say something looked a little off about Martin.
Did Martin have a stroke or something? Dealing with alcoholism? What's going on with him?
He on the shit. But I think like a physical, a health something happened. Because he just looked so low key.
Yeah.
To the point where he didn't even do no stand up.
No.
Like, did Martin quit stand up?
I don't know what's going on.
And how everybody was thanking him. Like, I didn't realize Martin was the great connector like that. Like, everyone who came on that stage was like, I got to thank Martin because he said X, Y, and Z. Because he did X, Y, and Z. Because he showed me this, this, and that. Yeah. So, I always think Martin was hilarious, but he just seemed so low-key. Even when they handed it back to him, he said no more than 2 words. Yeah. And it looked like his wife or his girlfriend, I'm not sure which one, had to force him to stand up almost. When they were like, they did him like a little standing ovation. She was like, stand up, fool. Like, I thought that was something different. Something went on.
Something going on with Martin.
Even his outfit, like, he just seemed and maybe he just low key, honey. Maybe that's the real Martin. Maybe the Martin we see is the character, the comedian. You know what they say about comedians? They be some of the most introspective, kind of introverted, deep thinkers, quiet, and when they come on stage, it's the way they kind of express themselves.
Exactly.
I just hope everything okay though.
Me too. Because
I consider him one of the goats.
He is one of the goats. He out there,
but he's young still. I feel like he still could be killing that shit. I need Martin to do some more movies.
I think what's also interesting is one of the things Dave Chappelle said was like, just thinking like Russell Simmons is like, look at all these used to be broke niggas in here, but now they all millionaires.
Hey.
And like that is something like that. That's definitely something innovative. Where before Def Comedy Jam, it wasn't no platform for black comedians out there, and this nigga Russell Simmons set it out there for his ass and turned all these possibly broke ass niggas to millionaires.
Yeah, millionaires.
Yeah,
it was great to see that.
Exactly.
What I was gonna say, it was good when they did the thing with Bernie Mac.
Yeah, I do miss Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac was a goat.
Bernie Mac got me through some rough times earlier this year.
His TV show, like as I'm older,
it's so funny.
That shit is so much funnier now that I'm 30, 31, and I've experienced some life.
Yeah.
Versus like when I was younger, when it first came out.
Y'all go back on Netflix and go watch the Bernie Mac show.
That shit will have you in tears
from beginning to fucking end. Oh Lord, just from the beginning. I still get hilarious. I still cry and laugh when that church episode. When they was trying to find a new member, he's like, I just joined the church. Remember at the end? Yeah. He was like, I joined the church. He said, okay, I'll come back next week. They was like, no, brother, you got to stay after church. He said, what?
What?
Oh, Lord, I take it back.
Oh, Lord.
I don't want to join it.
Right.
Or the episode when his niece baby girl said nigga.
Yeah.
In class, and they kept beeping it out. It was like, who did she learn how to say nigga at? And they flash forward to Birdie saying nigga, 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 nigga.
That shit is hilarious.
And they beep it out, so they censor it. And the baby girl was like, I told that beep. And then everybody just looked at the end of how he break the fourth wall and just look at the TV and say, oh, Lord, that baby girl.
That shit was funny.
I'm about to bust that out later this week.
But you know who also is celebrating their 25th anniversary?
Who?
Barack and Michelle.
Ew. Oh, wait, before you go to them, I like Katt Williams, and I'm rooting for Katt Williams. Katt Williams is hilarious. What he say, controversy just be hiding for him in the bushes. Yeah. He don't go looking for it. Katt Williams is fucking funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He just got to get his shit together. I'm going to add him to my prayer list.
Yes, please add him to the signature.
Because when I tell, even when he came out for 90 seconds?
Yeah.
I wanted to hear more on his shit for 90 seconds. So y'all keep Katt Williams prayed up.
Please. Mm-hmm. But like I was saying, Barack Michelle. They celebrating their 25th.
And Michelle, what, that Tuesday?
Yeah, well,
Past Tuesday.
When y'all listened to it yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah. 25.
Quarter of a century.
A quarter of a century. And you still my best friend.
Oh.
And the most extraordinary man that I know. That's what Michelle said.
I heard you with emojis.
That's what Michelle said on IG.
What he say about her?
I don't know. Let me look and see.
I'm sure. Or the way he do it. He used to do it at midnight, right before the end. He always be a little late.
Love you too, boo.
I holla.
I would like to give a big shout out to my bae. Is that what they say these days, Malia? Bae. I would like to give a shout out to my bae.
But they 25 years in the game and still young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Goals.
So yeah.
Motherfucking goals.
And making it look good. The thing is, they starting to look better. You ever seen older couples? You be like, ooh. How long y'all been? They aging just together hard. They just aging hard. But they aging, well, Michelle, soon as she stepped in the White House, she started aging in reverse, right?
Right.
Obama, he started aging in the White House, but now that he out with her, he done got back to his black soap routine. He's doing Shea Brother. He's using almond oil. He's using Thayer Rose toner. He's using Aztec Indian clay, and he's reversing. What? What? I'm telling you what he's using, his skin routine, because he's going backwards.
That nigga using Bevel and Form Beauty.
Come on, Tristan Walker.
So shout out to
my dad
to the Obamas.
I got my dad that for his birthday, and then he gonna turn. Him and my mom be telling each other secrets, but they can't keep secrets. My mom said he got mad because he said now it take him 25 minutes to get ready. He said so many steps in Bevel. He said I can't just get up and run. He said this take 25 minutes.
Your mama done guilty. Your daughter done spent all this money
for you. Yeah, let me get on
Let me go ahead. Let me use the primer.
My mom talking about he be up at 6 a.m. shaving. I said, well, he do it the night before. I guess it ain't fresh.
Yeah, I guess so.
He, my dad old school. He like a fresh shave.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, but we running along.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, look where we at. We almost an hour let's talking.
What? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. We got Black Love Story.
Yeah, we got a Black Love Story.
All right, so this Black Love Story this week is Tommy and Mel, and they've been together for 12 years altogether, but married for 7.
Yeah.
The first question is, how did you meet? It says, my group of friends used to throw parties in the city, Toronto. Oh, shout out to Toronto.
Yeah, T-Town. What they call it, the 6 now?
Bye.
T-Town.
And one of my friends brought her homegirl from school to one. We started conversation, and it hit off like we knew each other for years. Shout out to Connecticut. What am I about to say? Connecticut. Canada and Toronto. I want to head to Toronto, and I want to head to Montreal.
Yeah.
Right now. So y'all got to let us some places to hit up if y'all still out there. Nat says, when did each of you know your partner was the one? It says, the first month we were together, my mother saw her for the first time and whispered in my ear, this is going to be your wife. So I listened to my mama, LOL. She knows things. And I leave it at that. Come the hell on, mama.
Shout out to mamas.
Come on. You better listen.
Shout out to mamas. Because my mama did somewhat similar to me, too.
Mm-hmm.
When she met
What did your beautiful queen mother say?
Oh, you want to know?
Yes.
She's like, Nero, baby, I love you.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes you can have some tendencies like your daddy.
Ooh, that was a low blow.
But don't you fuck this one up.
Oh.
Because she the one.
Ooh, what did you think when she said that?
I said, well, she know me.
Hey, I love your mom. At first, I didn't think she liked me. We'll have a parent episode later.
I'm telling you, my mom was your biggest fan.
Yeah, I didn't know because Nero's mother is like him, and they're very still waters run deep. So when you're first meeting Nero, you're not sure if he likes you, don't like you, or what. Same thing with his mom. Like, you'll say something, she'll be like, yeah. No, my favorite line for your mom is what? Wow. You'll say something like, and you try to get a laugh out of her, and she'll be like, wow. And I'm like, is that sarcastic? I start feeling insecure. Or little things. Y'all know I believe in the head wrap on my head. So she was at my house one day, and I had my hair still wrapped up because I'm still getting ready for the day, right? We family. And she said, is you going to wear that head wrap all day? I said, oh, damn. Well, let me take it down and put some oil sheen on my head and I guess be presentable for the day, honey.
Oh, my God. When she first met Nia.
Oh.
Nia, would you like some water, baby? Yes. But nigga, go in the refrigerator and get it. You know what the fuck is that?
Yeah, so that throw you off because she's sweet from outside. Sweet little older lady. But then she started talking. So shout out to y'all for that. And then the next question is, what's the key to success of your relationship? They said communication. See, y'all, we ain't lying about this. We are not. They've been 12 years in the game, and this is what they're saying. The first word, communication, comma. What? It was.
Communication,
comma. Yeah, but not only communication, but the love to do so. Come on. If you don't bring out any negative feelings or address any issues that can leave cracks in your foundation, you cannot have a sturdy house on a faulty foundation. So again, that's about telling the truth and shaming the damn devil.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know some girlfriends and some guys too who be in relationships and just scared to tell their partner the truth.
Exactly.
You have to tell the truth, and it's a way to say it and not be hateful. But knowing that telling your partner the truth, it may hurt their feelings temporarily, but in the long term, it should go. And when I mean hurt your feelings, it should be a temporary thing, because all of us, we driven by that ego, right? So we all gonna have that ego. It's gonna be bruised, but you need to go back to the foundation that this person loves me unconditionally, and they're doing this because they love me, right? So I think that's key, and I don't think enough relationships are open enough to tell folks when they slip is showing, as they say in the old school. Like, your slip is showing. You fucking up.
Exactly.
The next is, what advice would you give to young married couples? So it says, never stop dating, even more so when you're married. Putting in the same passion and interest you did when you first start dating helps to keep things fresh, and it's an instant remedy for the normal everyday routine of his life. Niram, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
I agree. You see, on my 10-day where Niram already planned to date in that. Because we got to go out. Yeah,
we sure do.
We love staycations, and we can be homebodies sometimes, but even if it's just us going out, walking to the mall and getting a Cinnabon, like we try to do a date at least every week. Even if it's something as simple as that. When we was broke, we can't even afford to do that. It's just walking down the street to the park. We're doing something.
Right.
Or real broke, we'll go and buy a $2 bottle of wine and find somewhere to drink it somewhere. Come on.
Yeah.
So I think it's so important. And lastly, it said, anything else you want to tell us about your love story? And this one says, we have 2 boys, 6 and 1. My 6-year-old is very high functioning autistic, and it can be very stressful in my house. My wife and I had to really check ourselves after the second child because we were not paying attention to the other. Yeah, that stressful time I felt brought us to even closer. We made a promise to each other the day we married, and sometimes we remind each other periodically that we would never give up on each other. She's my queen and I'm her king, and we treat our family like the royals they are.
Shout out to y'all.
Ain't that good?
It is.
So that just conquers so many things. So the idea of how your dynamic changes when you have children, and then when you have children, like they said, they have a son who's high functioning autistic, how that adds another, layer to it, because, although high functioning, there's certain, attentions you have to pay, to the child. So they're developing, all that good stuff, but all that energy you're taking away from your spouse, right? So how do you balance that and navigate that? And then you add another kid onto it. Like it's amazing. Hit it right on the head. Yeah. That's amazing. So that was a great love story. Thank you, Tommy and Mel. Been together for that 12 years. And also, I want to go back to how they met with a group of friends. They had a party. Yeah. This is why you got to be social, y'all. You never know when you're forever going to be.
Right. You got to put down that motherfucking phone.
Put your phone
and
down.
go talk to somebody.
Go to game night, honey. Go to potluck. I know folks are doing it. So when folks ask you to go to game night, potlucks, the apple orchard, you don't know where you're forever going to be.
Sure don't.
Take your monkey ass there. If it's trash, leave.
And hell, if y'all sitting at the bar, put y'all fucking phone down.
Put them phones down.
Because maybe an old dude trying to talk to your ass, but you so into that damn phone, he can't get your attention.
Come on.
The fuck you at a bar and you got headphones on? How you going? And you talking about you looking for Mr. Right? How the fuck he gonna talk to you? You got all these damn headphones on and shit like that.
You looking for forever?
And same thing for y'all niggas.
You say y'all niggas. What the dudes do?
They do the same thing.
Niggas be having headphones. I see a lot more females with headphones.
Niggas be looking at their phone and shit like that. Y'all over here acting all sedity and y'all talking about y'all trying to find Mr. Forever or Mrs. Forever. How the fuck y'all gonna find them? Y'all got these headphones and all up in your damn phone. How y'all gonna talk to somebody?
Yeah. At least be on Plenty of Fish, POF.
POF.
Seeing who there. Put on location setting.
You never know what small talk gonna run into.
And small talk is okay. Like, why are folks so anti-small talk? That's another way to meet your forever too.
Exactly.
I done met plenty of folks just sit at the bar and they start talking to something. I'm like, oh, I got somebody.
Exactly. I done had all types of business deals. I done got invited onto somebody's yacht.
You did.
Fucking doing small talk.
You did get invited to somebody's yacht.
So that's another tip.
Yeah.
Now I'm on one today.
You
So
are.
we got some pillow talk. The first thing we're gonna talk about, baby. The first thing I just got on here is the Vegas shooting. I know it's very unfortunate.
Oh my God.
I know.
Awful?
It hit you hard.
Yeah.
When you found
What
out.
you mean it hit me hard?
You was on one that day.
Yeah.
So
Sad. It's awful.
Thoughts and prayers just go out to them, and everybody that's going through it. And if you had someone who was harmed or killed in there, thoughts and prayers go out to y'all as well. Some of the things, and I was talking to Nia about this, like some of the things about the actual shooter is just not adding up to me. And Nia thinks it's a conspiracy.
Oh Lord.
And after you start bringing out some of the points, I kind of believed them. Like the shooter was a millionaire, and the thing is,
but he a white millionaire. Honey.
So he a millionaire. This nigga ain't had no ties to no religious organizations.
Oh really?
No political organizations. What else? He really wasn't even a gun enthusiast.
Really?
Like he ain't really.
Well, shit. He done turned in an automatic rifle.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like the shit just not making sense. It's not adding up to me. Yeah. And just looking at some of the stuff that they found out about this dude, and like his dad, went to jail for like bank robbery or shit like that. So
bank robbery ain't the same as killing people.
Exactly. So like none of this shit is just adding up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I news. Oh, he went to bank robbery. Bank robbery don't got a motherfucking thing to do with killing people.
No, it don't.
Come on.
It don't. So it's a lot going on, and Nia has his theory is that how in the movies they be like if you don't pay us this money we gonna kill you or we gonna wreck your life or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
So he feel like the dude was like probably owed somebody some money, and then got into some mafia shit, and they was planning on doing this attack anyway, and they end up killing him and planting his body and all those guns and shit in his house and shit like that.
What the hell? That seemed like a good plot to a movie.
I know.
I'm not sure if that's life.
So you never know.
Yeah, you don't know. But it did something about it did seem off.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things I just wanted to talk about is like dealing with this stuff and like all these other tragedies is like how do you like help a friend or a partner with loss. So I found one of our favorite places, Psychology Today, and they had this article about 11 things you should do to help a friend or a partner with loss. And they said while there's no perfect way to respond or to support someone you care about, here are some good rules. So the first rule is grief belongs to the griever.
Flesh that out. What you mean? I like that. I'm sorry. I made you. I went back to my education. Unpack that for me.
Unpack that for me.
Friday episode, I'm gonna talk about Von Zant. But go ahead.
It just talk about like so many things go on, and you want to help, but grief is a very personal experience. And you really there's no quote unquote normal way to grieve. No. Like like oh that person ain't cry or that person is involved and they work into it or whatever like whatever a person is doing that grief belongs to them.
Let them have
and let them have it, and you just follow their lead on what they are doing as they process this grief.
Yes, and the second one was tip is to stay in the present and state the truth. So it could be tempting to make statements about like the past or the future when your friend's present kind of life holds so much pain, right? You cannot know what the future will hold for yourself or your friend, and it may or may not be better later. So your friend's life was good in the past and might have been fair trade for now, but it's important to stay in the front. Brown folks, we like to say that.
Yeah, people always trying to like make it
like generalized statements.
Yeah, it's going to get better, or words can't explain how you must feel, but I'm with you here, brother.
Or I think about when people die.
Yeah,
they're in a better place now.
Oh yeah,
and I love the Lord. I know, this ain't it, right? I know I'm going to meet my Maker, and I hope to have a whole group of friends there. But I really watch and saying that to people soon after people die. Yeah. Like maybe if we a few months down the road and they're processing and we're talking about it, that's when I'll bring it up. But when it happens, I rarely say they're in a better place now. They ain't surfing no more.
Right.
Because folks ain't trying to hear that.
Oh,
even the most, faithful. You might know it in your heart, but your mind is processing it. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have any go-to lines you like to say there instead of saying, I know they're in a better place?
Mm-mm.
I always say, I'm sorry for your pain.
Yeah, I just say I'm sorry for your loss. Like, I know exactly. I know it's hard.
Mm-hmm. And if we real close, I say, this is so fucked up. That's my line. So if we ain't close, I'd be like, I'm so sorry this is happening. I'm going to pray for you, blah, blah, blah. But if you my friend, I look you in your eye, I'd be like, this is fucked up.
And sometimes
that's what I say.
I don't even like to say I'm praying for you because we ain't praying to the same people.
Hey, you better stop. You better come on a different episode because we don't got the same what? Come on.
We ain't got the same.
What you praying for? As my grandma say, what you praying for?
Who you praying? What you praying for? Who you praying to? Hey. Exactly.
Well, I'm assuming these are, closer friends if I'm having a conversation about this.
Exactly.
I'm assuming, but or I even think about, I had something like this today. So one of my cashiers came in and was like, Nyambi, I'm going to have to leave today or tomorrow or something. My father's ill. And we went on to tell the story. And I think I said that's that thing. I was like, I can imagine. I said, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. Be sure to take as much time as you need. Like, it's just in the word you said. Like, I didn't try to say, well, it's going to be all right. It is. I was like, but no, I didn't say pray. I said, I know that I'm thinking about you and your family. And just left it like that.
Exactly.
Instead of, because that can be, even thinking of, I done had my fair share of death. Death is nothing that's not new to me.
Mm-mm.
I remember losing people very young. Like I remember losing my grandmother, my uncle. Like I'm saying it like I've been going to funerals for a while. Is that just a Detroit thing?
Yeah, I told you niggas play. Guess who got shot? Guess who got killed?
I think the youngest I remember going to the funeral was maybe like 7, and like the whole experience of the funeral. So going to the wake, viewing the body, like the whole theatrics. A funeral. So I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, aren't I?
Yeah. Tip number 3 is don't try to fix the unfixable.
Come on.
So your friend's loss cannot be fixed or it can't be repaired or solved.
I think that's the key. Solved. It cannot be solved.
So it can't be repaired. It can't be solved. Pain itself cannot be made better. Like it's fucking pain.
Yeah.
So don't try to say anything that tries to make the problem fixable. Just and be like, you would do just fine and all this other shit. It's, you can't do that. There's nothing that you can say that can make this fixable.
Yeah, and I even think of and also when we're talking about this grief or mourning, I don't think it just applies to death. I think it's other stuff too. So I think it's mourning the loss of a job, mourning the loss of a relationship. Mourning the loss, like it's a lot of stuff that this also plays into that I think sometimes folks don't put as high on the list, but it's still a mourning process. Maybe after we sell the tips, we could talk about that a little bit more. Yeah. So the next one is be willing to witness searing and unbearable pain. This is the word. A lot of friends can't do this. So being someone who has lost like a very close relative, who's lost jobs, who've been in situations that has been awful. What I've learned through both of those processes is people don't know how to support you in that. And when friends or associates or colleagues see you in this situation, it's basically like the fight or flight. It's they either fight for you, meaning I'm going to be here with you. I'm going to be in this shit with you. Like, although it makes me nervous and I don't know what to say, I'm still going to sit in it with you. And then there's the friend that disappears. And then it's the ones who freeze. So the ones who freeze, I like to describe them as the ones who act like no shit happened.
Right.
To the point where it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So meaning you have friends so I always say the job situation. I lost my job. It was horrible, blah, blah, blah. And then friends would be like, oh, did you watch Housewives? Bitch, I'm unemployed.
Isn't that funny?
What?
But the way you said it.
What you mean? And I'm not talking about associates. I'm talking about good friends.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about just people you see. I'm talking about good friends.
Yeah.
So if a good friend, I just lost my job on some, but not by choice shit, some dirty shit, spur of the moment. The first thing you're going to ask me is, did I watch fucking Housewives?
Hell no.
I don't know if I pay my cable bill. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
So that's that one. And then the flight one, and I'm still processing this one now because that's not my love language. So when I see my friends in pain, I have to go to them. Mm-hmm. And even if you cuss me out, I'm the type of friend like, okay, I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. for the cuss out again. Mm-hmm. Because I need to make sure
you good.
You're not ticky, right? We can sit here in silence, but I need you to know for a fact you are not alone going through this, right? So, and now even through conversations with friends, they'll say, Nyambi, we just didn't call or reach out to you or say anything to you because we didn't know how to support you. And when I was going through that, I was like, this is the biggest bitch out cop that I already had. Like, I almost did Dear John letters to all my friends. It says, Dear so-and-so, fuck you. We ain't cool no more. We're not 12. What do you mean you ain't know how to support me? What the fuck would you want somebody to do if you lost something happened to you?
You want some support, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
If it is a relationship, I want somebody to come over here and say, all right, nigga, you got 3 days. I'm gonna be over here. We're gonna watch some.
But I had to go through my process, and I had conversations with friends. But it was like, even I think that's the piece that got to me in going through this situation. It taught me never how to treat a friend when they going through their lowest of low. Because I just had so many people as I kind of was, coming up, as I was having my Phoenix moment, right? Rising, the glow up, honey, skin glowing, weight off, right? That folks like, oh my God, you're so good. I would have reached out to you before, but I just didn't know what to do.
All right.
Is that okay?
No.
Like, is that as grown people? Is that okay to say? And I think that's what I was battling. Still battling a little bit, because what I have folks say is only you can tell me how to best support you. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking lie, because when you in the pain, you don't even know who you are.
Right.
Let alone knowing who I am to go then tell you
what you need.
This is what I need.
And hell,
I don't even know that I'm supposed to sleep.
If you can tell somebody what you need, you don't need them.
You are right. So I think just going through this process, I was like, oh, that's what the old folks talking about, that you only got 1 or 2 real friends. Because that's what happened in this situation. Maybe 1 or 2 people really came and was like, you home? Mm-hmm. Open the door. Please open the door. All right, I'm going to just sit out. Like, to the point, because I was in a rough place. A very, very rough place. So I think that's why this article just truly speaks to me on that. So it might be going a little bit against what it's saying, but I think when you have friends who are going through something, don't wait for them to tell you that they need help. That's not the time.
No, this is the time to.
That's just like folks with depression. You don't wait for your friend with depression to come to you and say, I'm depressed.
No.
Well, shit, they already done.
And the thing is, like, doing something is better than doing nothing at all.
Even if you overstep your boundaries.
Exactly.
I'd rather, as a friend, because we're friends, right? And I should forgive overstepping the boundaries than understepping the boundaries. Mm-hmm. And, I think that it was just a growth. It was just a growth moment. So I think it was a growth professionally. I think it was a growth personally. I think it shaped my view when it comes to the care and treatment of friends and family and growing my empathy and my compassion for others. Well, I don't know. What you think about that? Yeah. The idea of being able to, and we're just going off the tip that being able to be willing to witness searing unbearable pain, because now reflecting on it, I just think people were scared to get too close to it.
Yeah, and see the pain.
To see the pain.
And that's one of the things you got to do. If you're a real ride and die, you gotta
see the pain.
And I think that's what, when you think about all those other quotes, you really know who your friends are when you're the lowest of the low. Because the ones who are the lowest of the low, they going to witness that pain. They're going to witness that unbearable pain that you're going through.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that help build your bond closer together.
Yeah.
Because you willing to see it all, flaws in law, or, whatever pain they're going through, and witness it.
To the point where it gets you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like? Where you be like, shit.
Like, damn, I feel their pain.
Yeah. And, even though you can't necessarily take it, but it's something to that. And I think it also, you flip it to go back to the funeral. It's the same thing to folks be like, oh, my friend father died, but I don't go to funerals.
What?
I've heard people say that. I heard people say, oh, I just don't go to funerals. I'd be like, but your best friend.
Father died.
Now, I'm not saying you got to go be at the front of the congregation
right.
in the casket with them, right? But I'm going to need you to at least go sit in that back pew. And when your friend need a hug, you give a hug. I don't care if you got to wear dark shades and not look at that casket. So I just battle with that type of, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Y'all help me out there. What is that when folks say they can't do it? What you mean you?
Well, I think this also goes to the next tip.
What is it?
Tip number 5 is this is not about you.
Come on. Is it reading my journal?
So being with somebody who is in pain is not easy. You will have things come up.
Yes.
Stresses, questions, anger,
fear,
guilt, feelings,
fear,
guilt,
fear,
guilt.
You know, niggas got a problem with that fear. That fear is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
That fear is a monster.
You know, and
your feelings will likely be hurt too.
Yeah. Ooh. You may feel ignored. You may feel unappreciated. Your friend cannot show up and show their part and be a part of the relationship that well. Yeah. But try not to take it personally. Do not take it out on them. Yeah. And find your own people to lean on at this time, because it's important to that you are supporting while you're supporting someone else.
I had to come through conversations with my counselor because I was like, oh, I feel better. I haven't reached out to my friend so and so. She was like, well, you going through some shit. And I was like, you damn right. Do you?
Yeah.
You're right.
It's not about you.
I can't call back. Yeah. I can't call you back right now because I got to process my own shit. And if you're my friend, you respect it.
Exactly. And especially if you're willing to able to go through the stresses, the questions, the anger, the fear, and the guilt.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
The hurt, shame, and defeat of it all.
It's not easy.
No. I just think about just old school stuff, though. But come on. What's the next one? Anticipate.
I told you.
Can we frame this? I want to frame this and put it in our Christmas cards. Don't anticipate, don't ask. So do not say, call me if you need anything. Didn't I just say this verbatim? Because your friend will not call. Amen. Right. I'm going to read that again. Do not say, call me if you need anything, because your friends will not call. Not because they do not need, but because identifying a need, figuring out who might feel that need, and then making a phone call to ask is light years beyond their energy levels, capacity, or interest. If I knew what I wanted, how I wanted from who, I'm good.
Right.
But you be in such a space where you don't even know when it's time to eat or go to bed.
Exactly.
It was time there and was like, it's time to eat. It's time for you to go to sleep. It's time for you to drink some water.
Mm-hmm. It's time for you to wake up and get out this bed.
You need to get out the bed now. That's enough sleep. It is so true. Instead, you need to make concrete offers like, I will be there at 4 p.m. on Thursday to bring you X, Y, and Z. Everybody know a signature of Nyambi is to bring food. I have a whole formula. I give 2-3 days leeway to say, hey, I want to come see you. How does these days look? Depending on how quick you respond. I narrow down the day. How does Thursday at this time? I'm going to bring you something to eat. You got a taste for anything? And then the day before, don't forget I'm coming tomorrow. I'm just checking to make sure you know I'm coming. A couple hours before, I'm about to be on my way. You need something? So you fucking know you ain't getting out of this.
Right.
You have to do that.
Nyambi is good for bringing somebody a lasagna.
A lasagna, some takeout. It depends how you're feeling. Because sometimes if you want that home cooked, I bring you that. I always bring you savory and a sweet. Mm-hmm. Signature Nyambi. Because you want both, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Tip number 7, do the recurring things.
Mm-hmm.
So the actual heavy, real work of grieving is not something that you can do.
Yes.
But you can lessen the burden of normal life requirements for your friend or your partner.
Yeah.
So are there recurring tasks or chores that you might be able to do, like walking the dog, refilling prescriptions?
If they got kids, just not even taking the kids, but coming to play with the kids, yeah. Right? Coming to distract the kids for a minute. Or bringing the kids a gift. Mm-hmm. Like something like that.
Support,
Food.
Yeah. Support your friend in small, ordinary ways. Yeah. These things are tangible evidence of real love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing is tackling projects together. So depending on the circumstances, there may be difficult tasks that need to be tending to. So I think when folks pass away, going with folks to the actual cemetery. Mm-hmm. And going to the funeral home. I remember when I went home, was that last summer, when, we had family friends pass away. Well, I shouldn't say, they're like mother and father to me, basically. And I remember saying, like, no, I'm going to go with you. We're going to do this together. Like, I don't know what type of cat, but I'm going to be there.
Right.
Just to be next to you. Or I think of the opposite. So when we have, friends who have people who pass away. Okay, so all of us coming, we're going to bring some food. And we're going to be at your house. Mm-hmm. We can't meet nowhere. We ain't going off appetizers. We coming to you. We coming to, with Queen Sugar, feed them
with our hands. We feed them with our hands.
Get no carry out. We feed them with our hands.
We serve them comfort food and comfort them with our hands.
I think it's huge.
Tip number 9, run interference.
Another Nyambi signature.
To the new griever, the influx of people who want to show up and show support can be seriously overwhelming. What an intense, personal and private time can be in.
Be like living in a fishbowl.
Thank you. There might be ways that you may be able to shield these friends or family through these things. So being like that point person.
Being a gatekeeper.
And being the gatekeeper.
Me, you, and Nia do this really well.
Yeah.
So we even say things when we about to go visit with family. We be like, do you need us to take the lead on this one? Mm-hmm. Will you entertain my mama? Will you entertain my daddy? Would you entertain my sister? And we be like, yep, got it. And go.
Yeah.
In action. So, I can only imagine if something happened, to your family and your family. I'm jumping up in there. What you need?
Right.
I'm making food. I'm in the kitchen. I don't care if I got to work 10 days. I'm going to get fired. I got to go. I got to be with my people.
And that's the thing. Like, being a person that runs interference is still like showing love. Like, you may not be able to do all these other things, provide a lasagna or go to the
pick something. That's the thing. Pick something.
You can run interference and you can be like the spokesperson for all the friends, and family.
Yeah. So I know we're talking about the grief piece. So say if it's something that's not as, terminal as death. So say if something happening and other folks asking about that person, you need to step in and be an advocate.
Exactly.
You need to step in and shut shit down. This is what's going on. No, maybe you need to act like, because folks talk. Folks gossip. You need to stand in and be that advocate and be that voice for other folks. Mm-hmm. So, and that's the thing. You can't be all this, right? You just have to choose which one you're going to be. And I think that runs right into the next one. They say educate and advocate. So the whole situation is always multiple sides to the story. There's always gray pieces. But I think as a true friend, it's your job to show the best light of your friend. And I think sometimes we have a problem with this in the Black community, right? Because I think it goes back to that selective morality. Mm-hmm. I believe if you're my friend, I'm riding for you regardless. Even if you rob that bank. I don't care if you rob from a bank. I'm like, well, yeah, folks have to do what they have to do. Things happen. We don't know the whole story, right? It's ways to shut stuff down without putting yourself up there for your character to be put out there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
But Nyambi be on 10. Mm-hmm. I'll tell folks in a minute, you don't know the whole story. Or I tell people in a minute, well, you don't need not to talk about that around me. Because I ain't having it.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can shut it down that way. You don't even have to be the advocate. I believe in going extra and being an advocate, but you can just shut it down and be like, in front of me, I don't talk about that. If you got questions about that, you need to go run them. I don't want to do that. That's not being productive.
And the last one is last tip is love. So above all, show love. I would say love and show compassion.
Yes, compassion.
So show love, show up, say something, do something.
Yeah.
Be willing to stand aside. Be willing to know that, these are some things that's going on in your friend's life or your partner's life. Like, and don't be able, and not willing to like flinch or turn away from things. Be willing to not have all the answers, but be willing to listen and be present. Yeah. Be a friend. Yeah. Like I said, just show love and compassion. That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah, and understand that grief and loss takes many forms, all the way from losing a partner, a child, a parent, a spouse, all those types of things, to a job, to financial difficulty, like all that I consider a form of loss too.
Yeah, that
we need to be open to. The idea of depression, I think that's a loss of yourself too, and a process that people have to go to, or just mental illness as a whole. I think that's something we need to be aware of. Also, I think something we don't talk about is like when folks have kids. Yeah. I don't want to say it's a loss, but I think it's a change. I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but from the folks that I've talked to that are close friends, they said, of course, their child is one of the best things that ever happened to them along, married and God and everything. But they did say, sometimes I feel like I lost a piece of myself. And of course, the gain is bigger than the loss, but it's still a loss. Right. And still helping navigate through that whole space and being supportive. And again, it might not look the same losing a parent than getting a child, but it's still, as a friend, it's your duty to be there.
Exactly. And a partner is your duty to be there as well.
As a friend and a partner. Yeah. Well, what is your idea from a partner stance on the idea of grief and loss? And how do you think I like to be supported in my grief and you like to be supported in yours?
I think that's a very interesting question because when it comes to you, like, not necessarily only grief, like Niambi's true Leo when like shit hits the fan. So grief, whatever, and that means like very bullheaded, very no, I got it, and you pretty much got to be like, no, sit down, I got this, and almost got to fight her.
Yeah.
To be like, I got this.
'Cause I gotta know you serious.
Niambi love to test somebody.
Shut up.
I gotta know you serious, nigga. I said sit down, I got this. So I think that's one of the things. Like once you get past that, you know, that resistance of not wanting to be vulnerable around anybody, then you loosen up and then you'll be able to accept the things that's going on.
Absolutely. For you, I think you're the opposite. So I think you're willing to be vulnerable, but you don't communicate as much. That's when we got to go back to our basis of communication. Like, you know, be like, yeah, I'm sad. I'm like, but what does that mean? What does it look like? How are you processing it? Like, I have to constantly remind Niram of self-care. Constantly. Because when he gets in this situation, he's trying to move forward. He's trying to move through it. So that's Niram thing. He's trying to move through it as quickly as possible, right? But sometimes you got to sit in it. And the hard part is sitting in it. And while you're sitting in it, making sure you do self-care. So whenever Niram's going through that, I really try to be the self-care type person. Usually he's really good. He's better at working through it than I am. Like, I don't try to go through it. I try to go around it. Yeah. Under it, over it, fly plane.
Yeah. Niambi is the queen of avoidance.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. Whatever I need to do not to deal with it, I'm fine. I'll lose it all not to deal with it. But Nero's really good at saying, all right, I understand it's a process. It can be a long process. I'm here for it. But he does not practice self-care appropriately. So it's always my job to make sure as he's going through the process and going through the motions that he's doing self-care. Self-care for Niram is moving his body. So if he ain't running, I need to make sure I'm going for walks with him, or we doing something where his body is moving. I don't care if we got to break out this we got to move his body. Routine is self-care for Niram. So if Niram kind of fall out of a routine, it's on and popping. Because he has spent 12 hours on one project. And I'd be like, what did you do today? He said, oh, I just worked on this project. I said, did you eat today?
Nope.
Did you do anything else? Wash your ass today? What?
Nope.
So I think it's really important to have a routine for Niram to say, all right, we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, then we're going to move forward in that. So I always say that's kind of my job to put that routine and that structure in place for him and moving forward. But I would say we do definitely kind of grieve, mourn, go through loss differently. But we support each other, I think, well.
Yeah.
Through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wonderful show.
That was a great episode.
I like that one. I didn't know it was going to get there. I didn't think I was going to get that personal.
No.
That get a little personal.
You got a little personal there. You know, some of these things hit something to too.
Yeah, it hit home, you know, especially that I'm kind of going through it and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And now I'm able to articulate like, oh, this is what I really needed. But I wasn't in the space mentally or physically to even begin talking or asking other folks too. And I think, you know, just even as I continue to cultivate my friendships, new and old, I think I'm going to just be clear on my expectations, on what I need and what I deserve.
Yeah, but you know, when you're grieving and going through some loss, you really don't know what the expectations are.
Nope.
So.
But now, I do.
Now you
and
do.
I can, told you Christmas cards.
All right. To submit a Black Love Story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K. To leave a comment about anything, you can go to blacklovematters.com. We got the blog there. You go there, leave a comment there. You know, you can shoot us an email. You can go on SoundCloud. You can also leave us a voicemail. We had a couple of voicemails last week. So, you know, you can go and we love voicemails. So, you know, leave those voicemails, leave those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star reviews. That voicemail number is 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111.
And also, we just want to say thank you again for the couple who sent in their love story. It was absolutely amazing. So shout out to Tommy and Mel.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to y'all too.
Yes.
So, you know, talk to you guys later. And remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.